Recording. And okay, there's the things. Things are happening. We have things. And that's recording and that's streaming and we are live. Hello everyone and welcome to the USS Gungnir, the spear of the 10th Fleet. We are gathered from across the galaxy to play Star Trek Adventures, a tabletop RPG by our friends at Modifius. Every week we continue our adventures into the wild and wonderful frontier of the Federation. And it seems like today we're going to be doing lots of office work, and nothing bad's going to happen. Not at all. We're just going to be taking a little bit of time out from our regularly scheduled broadcast. And with that, let's set course for adventure. Oh, and helps if I click on the map too. And we are back from our opening credits. As we open up on Starbase Aegis, we had just cleared up a frightful situation in the containment breach bar on board the station. As it seems some of Captain Fred's men attempted to negotiate his release by using a bomb amongst a bunch of civilians. Luckily, with quick thinking and some quick work with the transporter badge, we managed to nullify the situation. And it was then that at the infamous Queen Bezrael let slip out one key bit of information. That the Hulk was not the ringleader of this situation, but instead it was as a man known only as the Latinum Man, a Ferengi who has been in modeling himself of the 20th century comic book hero Tony Stark. No. Seems kind of heartless. We still have Captain Fred and Queen Bezrael in custody if we want to do some more interviews. Yes, the station it is due for an upgrade, and the station in command is asking for suggestions. There was talk about getting the defense module installed, but let me actually open up that sheet. Let me finally got up the advanced docking module. Yeah, you can forfeit the +1 engineering and +1 security if you like. So, docking with the security instead of engineering. Those two. Structure. Yes. Yes, with the extra security, you can... It's not so much as figuring out who's actually docking. It's like scanning the ships before they hard dock and scanning the cargo and people as they're coming in and out. Yep. And which talent are we getting? Docking capacity, repair crews, or extensive shuttles? One of the ones that's in the command book, which is this folder. I think it doubles your starbase capacity, but let's double check. Yay. Command. And starbases. Docking capacity. Additional ports and pylons to allow to support greater number of docked vessels as well as larger vessels. Starbase has a number of docking ports equal to 1.5 times its scale instead of half its scale. The maximum scale of any ship docked to the station is increased by 2. Yeah, that would increase. All right, so now your scale 6 docking ships equal to half its scale round down. So right now we have right now you have 3 docking ports, or it's inside with the docking capacity. Yeah, that would equal 9 docking ports, and you can support I believe it's up to half the scale. They really need to clean this up. No greater than half the station scale round down. So yeah, with the increased docking capacity, you can actually dock the Gungnir inside. Before you were just kind of in orbit. Yeah, because that just scale 3. Now you can dock scale 5 ships, and you can hold 9 docks in it. Still not enough to dock the Guardian, but we're getting there. All right, so those orders are in. They will be in the works over the next few months, or the next month or so. And let's. All right, that's all set up. What would we like to do next? Mm-hmm. And that's the map layer. Cool. All right, who would like to go talk to Fred? Sorrel. Yep. Alright, we are here on the map. I'm assuming we're doing these interviews still on your ship. Home base. Oh, alrighty then. You bring him into you bring him into the interrogation room. He still has his replacement in arm, and he seems very sullen and dark and brooding. Mm-hmm. So, what do you want? Israel? Who's that? And you may ask for an insight check at any point. Insight and security. Opposed. Okay. Absolutely. Players win fun. He is goading you. He obviously knows who that is and is trying to play dumb. And it seems to me that you are still licking in the boot of Starfleet. Oh, that name has actually come out. Or perhaps there's another play going on, and it was just the showy hand. And who exactly would you get to try me? I've done a lot of good to the local people. Lots of people praise my efforts in preventing famine and disease and cold. The uniform betrayed me first. Starfleet was the first one and to draw lots and decide who lives and who dies. And yeah, I'm gonna interrupt. That pushed the trigger, or he is gonna try to throw the table at you, Sorrel. Pose daring security. I don't get the prosthetic arm bonus. Oh, I do get 1 extra dice because I'm exosex. Yes, you may assist. So two threat at 1 momentum for 4 dice for you. That seems reasonable. All right. Sure. I can swing athletics focus since I'm trying to throw a table. Surprisingly, yes. Yep, that'll work. We did, and I thought Swirl spent it though, but if we're switching it up, then... Alright. Just the momentum, and you're rolling 3 dice? Alright, so I'm down to 5 threat. You're just gonna take a full force? Let's see. Unarmed. Yeah, it's just me unarmed. I'm gonna spend the threat I have from Exosex and reroll that. Cause that's garbage. Oh, come on! I don't want to spend the threat. Alright, that stands. 4 damage. Yep, so I didn't figure it was worth it. As he just like one arm throws the table, but it doesn't quite flip in air and hit you like he thought. It just kind of slams. It just rotates 90 degrees and slams him to the ground, and you guys have to like get up before it hits you in the knees. Accurate. You should have thought of that before you pulled back from Beta Z. And who needs a history lesson? I think that was in late season 6, early season 7, but yeah. Yeah, basic idea is the Federation had to pull its line back across Beta Z, and Beta Z was totally captured and under occupation. And that was a really hard blow because that's a core member world, and everyone was that hurt. Was it the needs of the many or the arrogance of the few who cost us Beta Z and my wife? Go ahead and give me a presence command. Difficulty 4. He's really resistant, but you might be able to break through. Do you also have a sob story? Or emotionally back up Rost? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Man, I forgot about that one. Yes, I'll allow you to assist. Through your efforts combined, you manage to talk about your loss and how talk about your loss and how it affected you, but instead of using it to hurt other people and get revenge, you double down on your beliefs and use the pain to fuel your dedication. Actually, let me double check through your values. Do either of you have values that stem from these events? Okay. I don't think so. And that was in relation to losing your mother? Okay. If one of you would like to spend a point of determination to one of those values, Captain Fred will flip and will give you some information. He'll be touched by your story. You could also give your determination to someone. If that mechanic still works. But Rust, with you pouring out your heart and describing in good detail the loss you suffered, if you want to expand on that or even roleplay it, yeah, feel free. He thinks about it for a moment. Awkward silence, stretching, hanging out. Perhaps when I lost my wife, I felt I lost control of the universe, and this felt like a way of taking control back. I can tell you where his base is. I can give you coordinates into the Oro Bastille. However, the base is mobile. It's somewhere between a ship and a starbase. He's able to erect a warp field around it, but it needs to be towed by his vessel. Let me check. The Hard Bargain. In Zycon, difficulty 2. Gain momentum. You've met the Hard Bargain. Long time ago. It was selling Type 10 probes. You called it hardcore. Indeed, Tokar is the Latinum man. Yep. Yep, there's no Type 10s. He said he had them, but then he sold it to you, and it was actually just scrap in a torpedo casing. Yep. That was cheating. That was cheating so hard last time. Uh-huh. But with that, he is able to give you some locations. And let's get to the map. It actually is quite specifically just 3 light years inside the upper edge of the Devil's Triangle. The problem is it's just inside the Devil's Triangle, and oh god, navigational hazard, oh god. I mean, you could warp into it, but there's other issues besides warping into it. Actually, you are able to maintain a warp field because you have the advanced warp drive talent. The science officer to the USS Expedition, and would it be an expert, Lieutenant Joan. However, the expedition has been in MIA lately. Missing in action and it hasn't reported in recently. Nope. Actually, in the Ebon and Expanse, all the way over here. And out of character, I am not sure where they are or when they are, because they have been swallowed up by an alternate universe time travel plot for the past couple months, and they haven't been able to report in or give us updates or tell any GM what's up. No, it's not. It's a combination of they had a. Yeah, it's a combination of they're doing this alternate universe crossover with Deep Space 17 and the Expedition, and they've just been having schedule conflicts, and this guy's called out and yada yada, and it's just a domino crazy train in effect. However, if you're interested, I could reach out to the GM of the expedition and see if I could snag their science officer for a crossover. For sure. It is a possibility. If you guys are interested in hopping over that side and helping them out. However, currently there's no information our side about what the heck is happening or what happened to them. But yeah, so I'm gonna need to have a long conversation with Ed, but we might be able to finagle something out. I don't think there's anyone else who's really. There might be a civilian and who might be an expert in the Devil's Triangle. You can get there within about a week. Yeah, I will definitely reach out and see if I can get it some sort of assistance, guest star or over one way or another. because, yeah, Calder, do you remember what the navigational hazards of the Devil's Triangle is? Yep, Captain's up, and it involves a certain and Greek letter. And yep, the entire, or almost the entire sector is cordoned off, and please, for the love of God, do not come in here or at risk of death. I have to double check the logs. I don't think, Ink, you have the right to. I don't think, Ink, it's so bad that you have to fire and destroy any ships that go into the region, but you could definitely chase them down and tow them out forcibly. Yeah, I don't think it's quite Talos now 6. It's like, yeah, it's not quite Talos 6, but it's definitely, if you look like you're going in that direction, we will detain your ship and strip it down onto the bolts. Alrighty. And with that information out of the way, anything else we want to ask? What was the previous question? I'm sorry. Oh, yes. She became more of a nuisance and an asset. We found her eking out a living inside an asteroid, and we took her in, and she sung all sorts of wonderful tales of Orion Syndicate assets and all these things that she could do for us. And instead, she was slowly becoming, more assertive and less of an asset, more of an issue, especially to Takar, and all the rules of acquisition in that she broke. She was working for us for about 2 months. And she was actually leading raids and making deals and stuff, but she was double dipping, so to speak. She was making deals for our syndicate and making deals for her own syndicate on the side. I have no idea what that's about. Are you saying that out loud? Yeah, I do not know what information she could possibly he have besides its information on us, which is what she would like to know. I don't know the specifics. Uh, yeah, I didn't really work alongside her, nor did I make it a habit to tail her. If she was going to be foolish enough to screw me over or the Latin man, that's her business. So I would not know how or where she would have this information or where she would store it. Yes, she was in our board meetings after a while. I can't speak for events I wasn't there for. I will say that the Latin man and kept her at an arm's length. So I don't see them having secret backdoor deals or secret bedroom deals. Is this something you would like to attempt? Mm-hmm. Yeah, put it. Yeah, we could shelf it and have you guys work on advantages and stuff. But as you leave the interrogation room and put Captain Fred back in his box, two civilians request permission to come on board. They identify themselves as Marion Francis Dolmar and Gareth Adam Luxley. Temporal Investigation Corps. You can run their credentials. The observation deck where all meetings happen. All right. Yeah, you can use your computers for this. So, yeah, command. To check their IDs. Absolutely. Gain to momentum. These are indeed who they say they are. They do work with the Temporal Investigation Corps, and they have been sent here to investigate some of our time travel shenanigans as of late. Mm-hmm. But hey, they have to check. Kind of what I was going for. I'm learning how to do these very slowly. Captain Calder? My name is Agent Luxley. This is Agent Dolmer. So, would you like to tell us what happened with your vessel recently involving a mysterious message that was sent? He rattles off a star date, and this refers to the events of the events where you guys were caught in the time bubble. I don't know. A trap? You mean in some sort of paradox trap? All right, let's start from the beginning. So, what we have here is an extended task, which I'm drawing up now. 55. Magnitude 4. Distance 3. And work 27. Yep. So how this is gonna work is for every 3 hours of debate, you may attempt a roll, and they're gonna do a counter roll on their own work track in the background. So you're both working on work tracks. They're gonna listen to your interviews and then do counter or interrogations and the like. And first one to fill their air track wins. And that depends on how you want to approach this. What evidence do you want to present? I'm gonna have to say no on control, because most of the reports were deleted as part of breaking the loop. But you could try to reiterate those reports with the President's command. I'm gonna say that's present science and difficulty 5, and there's going to be some complication on that. All right, so that would take up this turn, or your turn this round, but Sorrel can roll main, and then Sorrel can roll another turn should he wish. Yes, you can spend to crunch the time down by effectively getting reports ready. You would still have to you still have to spend 2 to keep the round, or keep the initiative. Yeah, I think that's the best I can do. Okay. science, difficulty 5. The computers can help, but that would boost up to complication 5. As you'll be leaving breadcrumbs. All right. Sorrel, you're being directed to give a presentation to the Temporal Investigation Corps explaining why you can't give a presentation and on what happened. How do you want to do this? Sorrel? I hear things from his mic, so he's moving around. He hasn't lost internet. Sorrel. There we go. You've been tasked to tell the Temporal Investigation Corps how you're to give a presentation on why you can't give a presentation on this particular temporal phenomenon. Present science, difficulty 5, complication 4. You can ask the computer to help at increased complication. So it'd be comp 5. Presence and science. The captain is directing you, and his dice is an automatic 1. I'll take quantum mechanics. All right. So 3 and 3. Count 5, but computer assist. It's like the hardest roll I could ever give you guys. That 16 is a critical failure now, though. Go ahead and roll the computer. Oh, that just doubles your focus range. And you have to call that before you make the roll. But the computer helps. Maybe the computer can give you one more and you can quash this. Oh no! You have 2 complications on board. Testing theory wouldn't come into play, and veteran only come into play if you use the determination to reroll. Mm-hmm. To what value? Can you sell me on it? Okay. Using that logic, I'll allow it. That is 5. So you have 2 momentum generated. Would you like to quash the other one? All right. You manage to chew through a presentation. It takes a while, and you are there. Yeah, there was calculus. It's involved, and there was a small moment where I wouldn't say it slipped your mind, but there was a moment where the computer was about to autosave the file, and you're like, no, don't. Clippy trying to be also helpful. Looks like you're trying to make a report. Would you like to save that today? No! All right, and that was science. You go ahead and roll 7 challenge dice. And we're trying to do 5 or more work. Or, that works. 6, 7, 8, 9. Minus 3 for the resistance. That is 6 out of 27. Is that gonna work? No, that's not gonna work. But where's the button? This is the right button. I'm just silly. Four, 5. And then +1 and plus 1. All right. They're going to counter you and try to ask several questions. Yeah, Luxley is going to ask you questions back and try to poke holes in your theory and see how this works. So I have 4 in front of me. I do have a focus, but it's not going to help much. Alright, so I'm looking at Diff 4, Reason Science. No. Wait. Yeah, I'm gonna have to specify here. 3. And here's Luxley. Marion helps. They cannot find any flaws in your argument. Yeah, it just went soaring over their head. Just a slight hit, which is like which is like a violent display of emotion for Sorrel. Yes. Who would like to go next on the player side? We have Rost and Sorrel. All right, how would you like to present your case? In what manner would you like to explain the situation? Yeah, that's the event we're discussing. Right now, the position is Sorrel just gave a very detailed argument on why we can't discuss this in detail, or else it risk further contamination to the timeline. And something just got unplugged. That's not good. Yeah, something on my end got unplugged. Okay, yeah. That's fine. That's nothing important. I hope. Yeah, my universal power supply got unplugged from my computer. Which I still have main power, just I don't have backup power. Yeah. Yeah, it's nice weather out, so it's not like there's gonna be a lightning storm anytime soon. You're just gonna play dumb. Okay. Because of a talent one of these people have, it was going to be difficulty 4, but now it's difficulty 5. Because they have a special talent, just the truth. Because you are playing dumb, but you're not actually dumb. But no, you have to be like a trait of just yeah, I'll allow that as a value. I'm gonna say this is like command or security. Diff 5 because Domer. Do I have any other traits? Standard diff 3. You already assisted. It's Rose who assisted in. That'll be 2 threat. All right. Or you use that value. You to roll 1 dice automatic hit. If you're using the value, it'll be a 5 threat altogether, and you'll be rolling 4 dice, and one extra dice will already be automatic 1. All right, so I get 5 threat. You can roll 4 dice, and you get +2 on the hit. As you just knock it out of the park. So 3 momentum generated as, yeah, you are very convincing. You're like, I don't know nothing. Wait, he go ahead and roll 6 challenge dice, 2 plus your command. That so far is 1 work being done. Would you like to spend a momentum to reroll? Alright, 1 momentum. You may reroll as many challenge dice as you would like. You reroll all of them if you want. That's always an option. Oofed. Yeah, so far you're doing 1 work. You can spend two more momentum to get actually you can spend one momentum to get 2 resistance. So that'll be 3 work, and then 1 more, you get 4 work total. It's not a breakthrough, but you're getting there. Yes. Diff 3, control, command. Certainly. Okay, so all of this just took, alright, so Medal of Honor to get an extra 2. So. Okay, so you managed to get this down in 1 hour. You're just really efficient in pulling up commands and getting paperwork together. You have the presentation Nation and room all set, and you managed to cut that down to just an hour. Yep. And now Miriam is gonna at least I mean, I have to make an attempt to look into you and see how much BS you're spewing, but you have some really good BS that's going. I'm still at diff 4, so I'll just do one. I have a fairly good shot at this, maybe. I will allow it. This is diff 5 for him. Goodness. Playing hardball. Shoot. Alright, I got nothing. You guys are doing really well on this. Top of the round. They just went, so players go. And what would you be doing? What will you be presenting? Ooh, nice. Yeah, that is difficulty 4, but no complication. As you are being truthful. Let's put some music on. Diff 4 presence command. And actually, Stalwart Art would bring that down to diff 3. As you are standing your ground. One threat for 3 dice. Alright. There's your 3. As you present a compelling case on why you have to you finished it up now because we're wasting precious hours to let a criminal get away. Correct? 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So you're doing 3 work right now. Like spend momentum to reroll. Or all right. Piercing 2. So that is at least 5. Yes. Slowly getting there. I don't like you rolling these. Presence command. Yeah, I'm going to make the argument and that your involvement in possible time travel takes precedence over a simple criminal investigation, and I am spending 3 threat to activate the value. Starfleet officers shall take all necessary precautions to minimize any participation in historical events. Ooh. For 1 threat, I'll allow that, because you don't throw the term Borg lightly. 1 threat, you can activate Stalwart on this. That is rude, man. Yeah, this is gonna go well. You guys are doing so well. You got this. Womp womp. All right. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can apply advantages any way you want. So, that's the complication. Which complications in NPCs don't generate anything, but it makes their lives more difficult. They're tied up in the legal system with this. They're like, oh, does this take precedence over that? Or are we in the clear, or are they in the clear? And they have to waste an entire turn just untangling the legality of this situation. So you can hold the initiative for free. Yeah, I'll allow that. Since you're being truthful, there's no complication increase. So we're looking at control science, diff 3. Since you are recalling information that has not been scrubbed, yes, it can assist with computer science. Yes, you may. And that's extra dice. Testing theories. I get testing theory and practice so mixed up. Yeah, because usually I see them like in pairs, and that's just rude. I have both of them, so I get extra dice and reduced difficulty. Which is cheesy, but allowed because you're taking up 2 talent slots to get that. All right. Extra dice. All right, so that means you would have to spend one more threat to get at the 4th dice. That's why we're asking, because I'm scraping for as much threat as I can get. Yeah, that's not comp. Computers as focus, but not the computer expertise talent. Alright. That's a hit. Managed to give all the sense information of before and after as much as you can. Go ahead and roll me 7 challenge dice. 1 threat to reroll. Sure. And just rerolling the 2, right? Two. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7. That is 7 minus 3. That is 4 work. Unless you can pull something else out. Yeah, I'll allow you to spend a threat to add a work. You can add momentum to just add work straight up. And would you like to keep for free this round? Because they're busy debating the legality of the situation amongst themselves. All right, Ross. Were we what, these guys? Not quite. I mean, they're not that silly, but you kind of threw them in for a legal loop. Temporal Investigation Corps, and we're here to ensure that there's no threat to historical events and no undue threat of time travel or our historical events, because we don't want to end up in some parallel timeline where everyone wears evil goatees. Yeah. Spending 2 threat, and suddenly you get an alarm. Where's the button? No, not that button. The other button. This button. Red alarm. Red alarm. Would what do you like to answer the comm panel? Captain, and this is Bailey on the bridge. Someone or something has forced an airlock open on Starbase Aegis. They're currently putting us under a yellow alert, but we're under advisement to secure our hatches. All right, that sounds like advantage we're trying to make. Presence, security, and do we want to activate just regular security, or do we want hoplites on their butts? Diff 3. And for pulling up hoplites, I'm gonna get 2 threat. Is that okay? Or does that change our plan? Because just bringing hoplites onto the field, it'll generate 2 threat because they're heavily armed and heavily armored. All right. Diff 3 and 2 threat generated. Oh, so just 1 extra threat. Got it. Booyah! Hoplites are away. You are kind of connected by an external docking port. You have you're not like inside the starbase with a full docking collar or yet, but you have one of your airlocks connected from the exterior. Yeah, you're DS9. Yeah, we're at DS9 docking. We're not quite in the full englobement. Although in a month you would be able to get full englobement. All right. Presence con. Div 2. And let's change up this music. Yeah, there's a good con. Yes, you can assist. All right. This is not security. This is helm control. You're telling the helm to disembark and get into stable orbit. That'll work. Direct and activate Vera. That works. Sorrel. Oh, can you roll for Vera? Yeah, pull up her sheet. She's making the main role, and captain's assisting. Starbase? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's not good. That is very not good. I guess she's spending value. Stakes aren't high quite yet. This is more precautionary. Yes. As the Gungnir disembarks. And we will find out what exactly is going on in Starbase Aegis after this short break. We'll be back in about 5 minutes. Feel free to stand up, stretch your legs, and we'll be right back. I'm so bad at figuring out when and where our episodes are. Oh, so much. Yeah. All right, and we are back on air. And you have a very little bit of a problem in brewing on the station. I mean, you could. All right. The Gungnir has undocked. You are under your own power, and all of your. Yep, you're under your own power, and you are free and clear to disembark. Or at least figure out what we're gonna do next. All right, so we're going to yellow alert. It is located on docking ring in 3, the airlock 47. Yeah, it's a crew personal airlock, but it has been in breached, and yeah, it's been breached and was venting at atmospheric shields. Atmospheric shields are holding. You may certainly try. All right. As you maneuver your ship over to the offending airlock, Bailey is on her console keeping tabs on the situation. Like, sir, they're reporting an intruder of sorts. It's hard to get a read on it. It's very jarbled. All the security teams are just saying a tiny metallic intruder. Crap, I didn't consider this, but okay. I was going for something else. All right, you get to the airlock and you see that the internal and external doors have a nice little square hole about 15 centimeters by 15 centimeters. Air is cut into both of them, right near the junction port, right near the join between the door and the rest of the hall. And there's a little blue field holding the air in. You can always go to the holodeck and get a P90. Na. It is at this point that Bailey, he pipes out, "Sir, or the unknown enemy is making way to the torpedo magazines on the starbase. Possibly. Ross, would you like to look into that? Yeah, possibility. Doesn't it have torpedoes? I thought it had torpedoes. It's heading towards, there's the antimatter stores then. The probe's heading towards antimatter. Mm-hmm. All right, so we are looking at yeah, we're doing active reason, engineering, actually, yeah, you were just no offhand control, engineering, due to traits, it had not a pad, and you're beaming it to a pad, and +1 on that, so there's that. Sensors. Yep, so that's about the role you're looking at to transport them. Yep. You would have to drop shields to do this, but you can turn back on afterwards. All right. Three, four, five. Diff force, that's one momentum generated. And through, oh wait, one more because sensors brings it down by 1 because you have those really cool sensors. And you drop your shields momentarily. And you are beaming them towards a transporter room, correct? All right. You have them in the buffer. It's gonna take a lot to hold them in, though. Not within the buffer. You would have to rematerialize it. So to hold it in the buffer, engineering. You would think. How to do this is, yeah, you know what? This could go terrible for you. Let's throw everything at this. To hold them in stasis. You could, yeah, you could beam it into a containment field. All right. You beam it in. You beam it into a containment field, and the little ship turns its shields on. And it begins hailing you. Oh, I actually don't have it in. No, I think I can throw this as on-screen real quick, because I actually have a image of what the race looks like. It's under assets. And here it is. You see, on the screen, they seem regular size, but they are blue aliens with green eyes on top of their pyramid heads, a sideways mouth, and 6 slender limbs arranged around their body. We are the glorious crew of the planetary devastator. You will release our vessel and you will grovel at our feet. You can look, reason, in science, Div 3 assisted by computers. And the entire time you're doing this, they're yelling vague threats of you will lick our boots and your dust will be used to polish our ship and yada yada. Very grandiose, large. Yes. That's a hit. This is a completely unknown race. Possibly from beyond Federation borders. Release us immediately, and you will die last. And the little ship that could is gonna try to break out that force field. Because screw you and your force field. Weapons command, that's not right. They're currently on the move, so sure, go ahead and say your piece. All will bow before the Hermicron Empire. And I'm gonna try to cut through this. as you see in the cargo bay, the little ship dips down and starts using really tiny disruptors, and it's cutting a hole in the hull in the deck plating on the floor. Cargo bay 2. Presence and security, diff 2. Assisted by communication security. Curses. Gaining momentum, and security teams are on the way. The Vulcan hello. Alien race, but yeah, we're Hermicron. We don't take that. So, presence command diff 4. Okay. In a roundabout way, yes. So diff 3. Through threatening to destroy them, you are trying to prevent violence. I think this is the only time that would ever fire. Gain a moment to back. You dare threaten us? We are the glorious Hemicron and Empire. We are the planet Devastator. And we will take this ship's antimatter for our own. Yeah, our crew show up, and yeah, do you want to activate a NPC to take that shot? Yes, as you do have hoplites in the area. Do you want to activate an NPC to take the role, or are they just going to do a diff? Yeah. Normally diff 2, it is diff 3 because they have the tiny trait. And diff 4 because as it's kind of dark. The hoplites have rifles for them to have a rifle themselves, else it would be one threat. Yeah, I'll allow that. One threat, and then the hoplites can be assist with a quality 1. All right. A minor action, so they get the reroll. Mm-hmm. You would think. No, that presence command was for the last roll. So, how would the hoplites help? Are they bringing down difficulty? Yes. All right, that would work. So diff 3, and that is a hit. So go ahead and roll that damage, and you get 1 free bonus momentum. Because hoplites are that cool. All right. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Bollocks. That is some amount of damage, and where's that roll table? Well, they didn't want to talk to you anyways. But that is a full. I'll hit the phaser rifle. I'll skims across their air shields. The blue bubble. Their shields crackle a little bit, but they are still standing. Oh wait, I forgot. There is no breach. You dare fire on the planet Planetary Devastator! Sure. Okay. Spend that and 1 more for this next roll. How are you re-rolling the pull? Aim. Oh, that will do it. Yeah, accurate and aim. All right, that is a hit to momentum generated. Go ahead and roll that damage. 3, 4, 5. gain one more because of the hoplites. I just brought the diff down. So 5. The phaser rifle hits, but it seems to skim their shield barely. Almost as if the blast is almost too big to actually affect them. Might not want to do that as they fire back at Toulon. I need to make a weapons science roll. Difficulty 3. And I spent 3 threat already to get 4 dice. No, 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 no! Yes! Glory to the Himmelkron Empire! As Toulon is hit by a bright green beam. Nothing happens at first. And then she starts shrinking. She's getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And she is shrinking down and right before your eyes. By the end of the round, and who knows how short she'll be. All right, player's turn. Toulon is gone. Calder. Yeah, we're all over the place with rounds. Rouse and Sorrel. Do you wish? I'll type the name out. Himmelkron. And it is the. I forgot what the prefix was. I don't think they have a prefix. I think it was just Planetary Devastator is the ship's name. We will never cease our attack until all kneel before us. How will you grovel before or the mighty planet Devastator? They would most likely be disintegrated, and it might Might I do damage to your work core? Or you could beam him into the antimatter or pod. That could be fun. Their shields are up. Slightly damaged, yes, but still up. Problem, you can't beam them and while their shields are up. You have to drop their air shields or convince them to lower them. And you also have the problem of Talon coming up short on their roll. This is exactly what I wanted to happen. This is so dumb. It's beneath you. I'll tell you. I'll tell you what universe I stole these guys from after the show. Absolutely. They are a ship. And since they're inside, that would be diff 2. Because yeah, they're like essentially like not even within close range. They're like inside your ship. So yes, you do. Cause you're rude like that. All right, sensor security. Two momentum generated. You have sensor lock on their tiny ship. So yeah, we're kind of doing ship-to-ship combat in your cargo bay. How does that make you feel? Where's Stabby when you need him? For 2 momentum, maybe. You do know, that, and because of the small size, they're able to overpower their air shields, so, they take half damage of any roll thrown at them. If you can find a way to compensate for that, you can do full damage. That would be an advantage, is that it'd counteract that for sure. That would also be a way of doing it. How would you like to handle this? I could let you know to redo the shield mod to remodulate the phasers. Actually, yeah, it's kind of like either way, you're changing settings on the set phaser. So security, diff, carrying advantage, but this is alien technology. And you might... Sure, let's throw some thread at this. Diff 3, comp 3. But would you like to go to the cargo bay and give him what for? All right. And the other server, one of my other fan servers is laughing their ass off at this situation. Okay. Which milestone have you fought a belligerent enemy? Yeah. Similar ideology, I'll take it. To what value? You're literally preparing to kick these guys' butts. That's a fail with a comp. You can go ahead and roll your veteran. See if that fires. Since you did spend a moment of determination. All right, another milestone down. All right. You still fail. But no comp up at least. Yes, they would. You at least succeed, and you are on your way down and to the cargo bay. What kind of weapon are you grabbing? You just using your type 2, or you bring out the big guns? Alright, that's just on your belt. As you fine-tune your phaser frequency that will punch through the shields, and you also have the benefit of a target lock. Somehow this makes sense. As Sorrel is kind of feeding you targeting information and frequency modulations. As you are marching down, Talon shrinks to her final size, and she is nearly invisible on the floor. And the ship is gonna swoop down and pick her up. That would work. All right, so normally it's difficulty 4, brought down, normally it's difficulty 2, brought up to 3 because of Tiny, brought up to 4 because of Swift Task, now it's down to diff 3. Control security. Yep, that is 2 momentum generated. And roll that beautiful damage. And this is at full strength. One, 7 damage, -3 from their ship's resistance because they have hull armor. That's 4. One more to make a breach. Boom. Yes, it would. Alright, so that is 1 extra. Yep. And that is their weapon systems. How dare you? How dare you fire upon our vessel? Yep, it's now their turn. They're gonna spend a minor to reset their weapons, and they are going to sure. Let's bring the big captain in down the sides. Weapons, science. It's difficulty 3. Difficulty 4. Let's see you pick on someone your own size. Oh no. How's that complication gonna fly? So that's a hit. Calder, you get this weird air tingling feeling all over your body as the room starts getting a little bigger. Ruh-roh. I know how I'm gonna do this. And swift task. I need to get shield back up because my shields are low. Nope, no me gusta. Structure engineering. Need to spend some power. And this is difficulty 2. Frack, this is gonna hurt. No. Yes! Got some shields back. All of some shields. All right, Rost and Sorrel. You are aware of the, based on the computer monitors, of what's going on in the cargo bay. Absolutely. Reason, science, alien tech, tiny, sensors, science. So diff 3. Rolling 4 dice. And the ship. Rouse can roll the ship. Three momentum generated. Yeah, it uses some sort of energy field that not only redefines the size of an object, but the mass as well. Yep. You can disrupt it with one moment. No, wait, you have a science question, so that would cover this. Science question. You could possibly, maybe, perhaps, theoretically, use subspace disruption to interrupt their changing the universal constant. Basically, you would phase yourself out of the universe, or so they wouldn't be able to target you, and they would have to compensate for the subspace phase variance. And you could also, in theory, use that in combination of a transporter, or to reverse the effect. Basically, it would be a modified transporter roll. Presence. Security to order it. Normally E diff 2, diff 3, and increased complication, and because they don't know what the captain's doing, and I'll spend 2 more to make it diff comp 3. Because the hoplites are kind of like, this is a little beyond on what we're trained for, but sure. For 2 momentum, the hoplites can also have that at phase. Use the phaser or modifications. All right. So hoplites can do full damage. Would you like to reroll? How would you like to do that? To what value would you like to spend your determination? Yeah, your captain's gonna need some support, maybe like a little booster chair. Oh, start Start burning milestones? Alright, ignores complication, but unfortunately the hoplites fire and miss. Okay, they're trying. Let's see. I already did that. That. Yes. Yeah, you can use presence command to order them. Yeah, go ahead and just do a reroll. Oh, with that stat. Reroll with the 4 dice. Yes. Well, yeah, we'll walk that back. Huzzah! Go ahead and roll. Hoplites would have 5, so like 9 challenge dice with the phaser rifle. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is 5 damage. So some shields. Not a lot, but that's at least a breach. Do you wish to reroll? All right. And their shields are down. And with that, at the Hermicons tail again, and we succeed. We succeed. You know that you are glorious and honorable, oh warriors. If you cease hostilities now, we will let you live, and we will destroy you last. You will merely grovel at our feet instead of us using your bones to build our glorious statues of your empire's defeat. President's command difficulty. You do have on the back foot diff 3. Would you like to start spending milestones? Also, yeah, Commander, or I'll allow you to assist. Just us talking to Ross, like, please help. no, Calder. Calder can assist using the direct. With the that one medal, I forget, the Cochrane. Yep. Ah. You could succeed at cost. Mm-hmm. They're going to decline and say, no, we have we will I'll not earn your crew members unless you give us some antimatter. Yeah, pretty much. About 30 grams, which is technically a lot. You consume about 30 grams in like a day, but you're not going to miss that amount of antimatter. And you will I'll grovel before us as you present the spoils of war. All right, grabbing the antimatter is not going to be any big deal. By the time you grab it and head to the cargo bay, Calder has stopped growing, and he is about 2.5 feet tall. Still the same proportions, but that's about all he got hit with a shrink ray with. Talon is still a little tiny, but she is safely sitting in on top of Calder's shoulder. This is ridiculous. Yes. That would be a ship roll. Reason, reason, science, or engineering. Diff 2 brought down to Diff 1 because your sensors. And we're out of combat now, so. And someone rolled the ship. Too much gained. Yes, as they are actually low on antimatter, and there's reasons for that. For a science question, yes. Their engine designs are horrifically inefficient. Their entire antimatter air stores, at the rate they burn through in their warp cores, they deplete their antimatter outer stores in about 6 months. Where starships can go like 100 years. They're super inefficient. You can certainly try. Do you approach with the antimatter, which is literally in like a thermos? It's a special magnetic thermos, but it's a thermos size. They make no move. The ship makes no move to attempt to rescale them. Very well, we shall return your honorable warriors heirs to their size. And 2 green rays shoot out, and very slowly over the span of a couple minutes, it's your 2 crewmates return to size. Do you grovel? Go ahead and give me presence command diff 0. Two momentum generated. And they accept your offer. They seemingly dock with the thermos and through some unknown process, as they absorb the antimatter up into their core directly. You've already been fixed. Yep, they fixed you. No, you're fine. Our battleships imps are the most fearsome in the galaxy. We will destroy all who come before us, and all will kneel before the might of the Hemicrons. Uh, at this time, no. But for 2 momentum, you could draw up some specs X for them and have that ready and be willing to show it to them. They're gonna try looking into this. Good luck, buddies. This is alien technology. I don't understand alien technology. Technically that's 2 threat. And generated, as that was a diff 3, but they understand and see the value in the trade. We accept your tribute of additional information to make us even more glorious. For this, we will no longer attack your vessels. That's gonna be a harder sell, but presence, command, and foreign empire, and this is kind of their proprietary technology. But you can use the advantage of already giving them some technology to bring that down, should you wish. All right, diff 3 to set up a trade. All right. You may assist extra momentum. 3 momentum generated. We accept your glorious as tribute. And with that, they begin in transmitting the specifications for a shrink ray. It works on a general principle of rewriting the universal constant on this arrangement of quantum particles that it's pointed at. It's going to take a while, and there will be some full specs drawn up at the end of the episode, but in theory, you could implement this as on a deflector dish. Getting something larger, getting something that's like handheld will take a while. And with that, they turn around and start heading to the bay doors at the end of your cargo bay, and they look like they're ready to just cut themselves out. And they're beamed out into space, and the little ship that could, it warps off. Uh, mhm. Actually, at the end of that, Domnor and Luxley, you kind of go, yeah, your report is solid. It seems like that you are not at risk of violating the temporal prime directive, and you're not willfully taking actions aims to violate the timeline. If anything, these events seem to be happening to you and not because of you. Because yeah, you were like 3 milestones ahead of them, and they were not able to get any lead on you. So at this point, you are free of suspect. Be safe out there, and keep your nose clean and the timeline safe. And with that, the temporal agents leave. Well, Temporal Investigation Corps. You get a hail from Aegis. Aegis to Gungnir. We detected a very small warp signature leaving in the vicinity. I'm assuming you've managed to talk our little friends down from Megalomania. Oh goodness. That's helpful. Do you require any more repairs or aid? Very well. Let us know when you wish to depart, and we'll clear a lane for you, Gungnir. Aegis out. As you all gather on the bridge and consider the unique first contact you guys just made. Any last minute thoughts? Bailey snickers from her console, but doesn't say anything. As the senior staff heads off to the containment bridge bar. After our weird and wonderful adventures on the frontier. Switch, there we go. And with that, the credits will roll. And zoom this out. Be sure to catch us next week, Thursday at 7 p.m. here on Twitch to catch our next little adventure on the frontier. Thank you to our awesome players here tonight. This is something I've been kind of sitting on for a little while. This alien race is the Helmicrons, a small bit race out of the Animorphs universe. And yeah, pretty much they're very small, but they have egos the size of planets, and they are super annoying. They only show up twice, and each time it's hair ripping. Music, as always, provided by Kevin McLeod. You may find his royalty-free music at Incompetech.com. We thank Modifius for giving us the tall ship, and Gene Roddenberry for giving the stars to guide us. Until next time, fly true, stay safe, and take us out.